had to change their standard for another standard, so it might be a little bit more difficult here on Dust 2, as do actually get the first opening frag. Fate is starting on the CT side with a quite convincing start at that. Nicky does get dropped towards on B, leaving only Numby. And he's just come in towards the server as well, in towards the best of three, drops in towards the thick of it, and he's standing his ground quite well, getting himself a quick double. Throughout the air, leaving everything on just IM, and he won't be able to do anything about it. As Fate, they take that pistol round.
And that was one hell of a pistol round very quickly in towards mid, in towards that B bomb. So you don't see that too often, but I love to see it though. CT smokes there, they allowed the cover, but it was just a bit too strong CT defense there. And then we 2 frags on the bomb site. Able to buy time for his teammates to rotate, and in the end they do manage to find the first or the final player of IM, who does not get away with a single thing either. And with that, it's going to be Fate to get themselves that first round on the board. In this one, we don't see them going for any sort of force by no bomb down. Nothing like that. It's going to go for a full eco instead. They're going to have those weapons in the next round for the side of Nexus Gaming, which is is quite interesting. So, Dust 2, as we started this marathon on Inferno, I mentioned one of the similar maps where the T-side can get away with a lot in terms of economy and the buys they go for, like Mac 10s if you P90s if you really want to go for something like that, and just go for some kind of rush, get map control along one of those areas of the map where you might be able to find yourself 2 or potentially even 3 frags very quickly in it. Relatively easily, I'm going to say, would be a good word usage for that. But now in towards long, it's going to be Red Star. There's
always looking for the first. He's trying to get on towards every single one of them, and he will get 3 in a quick spray down, and that was decisive, leaving only Semta, and he won't be able to make anything out of it as well. The MP now was trying to make a little bit of cash there, but nothing amounted towards it in the end. And well, honestly, the freedom from Nexus just got strapped from them in that quick, full eco.
Yeah, that was a very quick round. Again, the full eco, yeah, like I mentioned, not expecting too much else out of them, but they have gone for an AWP here. A glass cannon on Zello might be able to, well, make the difference here, but like I mentioned, last round, long could be something where you find 2 or 3 frags quite easily. Currently, CT side have 3 there as they get the player in towards that pit or closed doors area. On the T side instead, they're working for that map control, looking for anything they can find here to make their job easier, as the AWP from Zello making its way down mid, and there's that flashbang into mid, and now Red Star flashed off the angle, but look at the CTs, they've got 3 players down there, and that is surely gonna be a death farmer if the T side decides to enter. And here's IM headed towards long, and it will be waiting him is an MP9 as a few frags coming in back and forth now.
Actually, yeah, equal trades all the way. With the way that Nexus are currently playing this, they're trying to get all the advantages in their favor. And well, with the right choice of going towards that B bomb site this time around, considering there's only 1 player there, and it's just Patrick. Last time it was only Numby. He was able to hold off for quite well, and with the positioning from the side of CTs as well, they won't have any information on the fact there might even be a B split. Patrick is just left out to dry. A little bit of information gathering happening from long doors, so they will at least have a little bit more to go on, but still, it's a risky play. A little bit of a flank coming on now as they're already out towards the B bomb site. Patrick playing it very safe, ducking down, letting his presence be known. Now pops out, looking for the frag. Not going to be able to do it though, but equal trades back and forth. And now a 3-on-3 retake, looking to try and make this round a possibility. Good positioning towards those tunnels. And don't think that Nick would ever expect that. Getting everything. And a 2-on-3 Hearn. Not going to be able to get anything out of it. Red Star is in a dire situation. Close quarters. Not the best timing on switching towards that AK. And Nexus, they will take their first gun round.
Yeah, the T side. Yeah, things going very quickly. The B push, a decent one. I like the idea as well from Patrick, but I mean, it was just BTN a bit too swift on this on the trigger in that or last round to find the man. And into this one, at the CT side, you can see their economy has been impacted quite a lot, only getting 2 rounds before being shot down. And well, with that, they're only able to afford 1 real rifle and an AWP, which immediately removed from the action with Zello hitting the shot on the cross. That you don't see too often, but you love to see it either way. Whenever it does happen, there's that flashbang going into mid, and the T side now out towards long. Wow, what a shot as well.
Some massive speed coming in from Nexus Gaming is now. They know they have the advantages. Probably took away most of the guns already. Looking for a little bit of extra, though. Patrick oversteps his boundaries just a little bit. And now with Red Star trying to run away with the AWP, we will get hunted down by BTN and doing everything on Numby. Well, he did come in from Blue Jay, so there's no amateur to the scene, but this might be a little bit above his weight to try and clutch this one out. Not going to be able to do it in the end.
Ethan just casually picking up a 4K.
Yeah, he just didn't even care.
Yeah, the only thing he did was hold W from the long doors all the way to CT spawn. Like, walk through 2 smokes, and he finds frags. Still survives at the end of the round as well, like a madman, I tell you. Now we are looking at the CT side, and nothing but pistol. It's got to be an eco round. Nexus Gaming, they will have the chance to take the lead here, and well, most likely will. Zelo holds the mid across, and well, there's going to be a man right on the other side waiting. It'll be Patrick again with his knife out. He's just waiting with that T-side to walk towards him. But we see Fate. They go for a bit of map control towards us short, while Nexus instead have taken long once again. Let's go for it time and time again. And well, I don't really see a problem with it right now, but the timing as the short boost comes in. And look at that. Raga, 1. Looking for that next one, and will be delivered by his teammate instead. Now a few more have been spotted on a short. The Molotov comes in, and with that, I'm guessing that's the round done just like that, and now... Oh, never mind.
Okay, if he's able to, if he loses that duel, it would have been over, but... Well, Harden, he's able to get himself an AK. I'm not sure if he's going to get away with it just yet. And, well, good stuff up against the Eco. A little bit of too much economic damage for my taste on the side of Nexus Gaming. As they are, well, going to be rebuying in towards round number 6. And Fate yet to really get that much of a head start.
Yeah, something that they definitely need on this map with Dust 2. The economy, a very, like, that you need on the CT side. If you can, like, there's a reason you see teams often save, and it's not just because the B-bomb side is a difficult one, but you need those weapons here on the CT side, and that's not the way you want to start things off.
That is very crucial and very, very fast as well. They've isolated Numby towards B, unbeknownst to them, but they are still going to go towards the A-bomb site through short. Well, that is where the bulk of the defense is, but the shroud of mystery, considering everything happening all over the map, as Red Star is able to get one fully blinded now, needs to hold on towards everything he has. Harden is having a hard time avoiding fire, and, well, so is the rest of Fate, leaving only 2 players alive, Nikki and Red Star, looking to save already, and that is a domineering take from the side of Nexus.
Yeah, making it look easy and effortless again towards that A side. And now, I do believe it is 4 rounds in a row for them, if I am not misremembering how the rounds have transpired so far. And well, again, you do see those players saving here, those CT side. The economy and the players just need to have those weapons in these rounds, even if, like, they're not going to win the next round, most likely. They're going to have a bit of money. You can go for, I'm guessing, a few upgraded pistols. That's maybe what you're going to see. And try and hang on to the M4 once again, because you need the economy. You need all the money you can to get on the CT side to stop that T side from just snowballing and basically getting themselves like an 11-4 half or something like that. Like, there's a very good chance of that happening. Like, blink and you miss it. You're never going to realize what's happened. Unless you just keep a calm head.
I just took a quick look at the money from Nexus, and that is a quite a large sum on BTN and Zelo. Of course, on that T side as well.
Wow.
Oh, man. Not the kill, but that damage is so significant.
Yeah, he shot as well. Barely even spotting him. I don't even know if he did spot him or not. I just went for a random shot, but right over the doors. There's a slight gap. He going for it and went for it. Found him in the CT side. Have given away long control. One of the 2 parts on the CT side you need to take, basically. Either you go for short or long. They have gone for short at this time. Red Star and Nikki. Flashbang play, ready to go in whenever needed. But T side using a bit of utility, trying to get long control. See if they can force out any CT players from these hidey hole positions that they might be in. If they are somewhat, well, you can call them gremlins hiding, waiting for something to happen. But at T side, start to walk in. They will not be going with the bomb just yet. It's Red Star on the bomb side, and the action will unfold any second now.
Oh, already back and forth trades happening all over the map. Raga gets one, but now the positioning of Nexus being a little bit too far away from each other. Not exactly looking to commit on top of this just yet. They're not up against the most threatening firepower. Nicky does get his first kill of the map so far. That basically shut down the entire push, or at least the entire flank. Possibility of a rotation. Now it's on to Red Star, holding on towards. Is not going to be able to do anything about it. Raga gets himself a triple. He's been opening up this bomb site basically on his own. Patrick has a gap to work with, but he's just a little bit too late on the timing. And Raga gets himself a 4K, leaving only Numby and just a P250. Not going to be enough to deny that bomb plant and deny Nexus taking, well, the 7th round.
Well, that is a very swift round again. The T side, that one was basically given to them by Raga fighting a 4K there. It wasn't really even that big of a challenge compared, or with the weapons of the T side or CT side had. But still looking for something. Zello this time not going to be given any sort of frags in the mid. But looking at this, it's going out to mid already. BTN speed and pacing will get taken down apparently. They've died as he lived very quickly. Now.
Quickly, I'm not going to talk about that just yet. Numby, he'll only get one, but he has got himself 2 opening frags, and well, that's the B bomb side now under their control. With the rotating doors, it's a little bit easier to try and retake this, but you're still going to need to basically be gifted the first fight to try and make the most of the opportunities granted. It doesn't really look like it's too much of an option for the side of Fate. He's playing a dangerous game towards those tunnels, still not going to be looking towards it, and Nicky, well, he's playing games with their opera at this moment. Looking to start swinging towards the doors, not able to get the kill just yet. Nicky, however, is able to get one towards the tunnels, and now, with them already spread out, and actually trade's happening in favor of, well, of Fate, but the time is not in their favor at all, as Nicky would be able to clean that one up in the end. And Fate, they do yield another round. It's getting out of control at this stage.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter if they get a few frags again. The T side, they've got more than enough to buy. Like 3 of the players after buying still on 8K, and well, Zello, he used 7.5K. He had a full 16K headed into this round. And he's himself unable to be all the utility he ever needs in this round. And looking for that mid peak once again. There's a player jumping over. I think you might have spotted him, but not able to fire off a shot in time. And the T side, that last round again, gets close to or in terms of manpower, but they still find the frags. They hold off the rotate long enough. Horde, and well, out too long, but those smokes, don't see them too often. I mean, the T side, they threw the first one, CTs with that second, allow them to cross in relative safety. Do manage to get over towards that, but the T side now out towards mid, as we do see. And well, the CTs, they've got one man in window ready to watch this angle, and well, he's going to be a second man rotating in. His action once again about to unfold.
Oh, Numby, he's a stand-in. He has all the attention to keep standing. Well, he won't be able to get much more than 2, though. But that's been more than enough to give Patrick here a fighting chance. At least he's good if he has his timing right, which he won't be able to. Raga, once again, opening the bomb site and being able to make these rounds a little bit more competitive. Zello towards tunnels, could be able to get that flick, and he will. That's Nicky dropped and is down from a 2-on-5 to a 2-on-2. Things are getting quite desperate now for side of Fate. They need to get something out of this. They have no utility, no kits, no real way of going in towards this bomb site. Now everything is on towards Hard, and he also gets peeked on out. Zello, he doesn't even care the fact that some people have Peeker's advantage because, well, he's able to take those fights every single day.
You're making it look easy again. 7 rounds in a row already, and this one, I kind of mentioned during the, well, with the intermission there, that Mirage, that was some kind of a speedrun attempt, but this one, it might just be that speedrun world record here on Dust 2, is very quickly finding one round after another for the side of Nexus Gaming, and looking to get themselves yet another one again. 2 CTs again. This time they're going to change things up, going towards short and T-side right around the corner. The pistols against the rifles, which will prevail as the screen comes in. There's one with the CT side, and well, to say immediately coming in, BTN does manage to trade his teammate, but not the man advantage gained for either one of these teams. Instead, a bit of map control has been found. Looking for some more. Is that Molly? Not what they desire, but it'll be exactly while they get that nade, though. That's a chunky boy.
Yeah, you don't want to be running up against that every single round because you might just be running out of luck. And speaking of running out of luck, Numby looks like he's not going to be clearing out that corner at all. And that has
Oh.
allowed Cement to completely open up that B bomb site yet again. It's always those poor guys over at B who just get demolished, either by being left up to dry or looking for a little bit of extra information. I am with a
What is that shot?
good tap, and that will cement the round. Hello, Red Star. You're not out of it just yet. Able to get yourself an AK. A little bit of a struggle, but I am still just around the corner. He needs to try and beat that duel, and he won't be able to get that. The round is still in contention, considering the bomb just got planted. I don't think he'll be going for this, considering he has no kit. There's a long way away. But still, economic damage. It's the minimal that you can do. Or actually, take that back. The minimal you can do is holding on towards the AK. Saving this will at least have them a little bit of an... It will save them $3,000 in buying a new M4, but they still have to hold on to it.
Yeah, Simmons right around the corner. This could still be lost by now as he starts to walk in. The jump is there, and well, Red Star appears to hang on to that AK of the Zello in CT spawner with another round going the way of the Nexus game. 10 in a row, or not 10 in a row, but 8 out of the 10 that have been played have gone the favor of them, and 2 plays already on double digits. The CT side, they've only got really Red Star above the pack. Everyone else kind of just in there. Some not really showing up at all just yet. Patrick with the open now. That's that secondary. The first time I do believe we see this on the CT side. We'll find out how that goes with Zello on the peak. And oh, I think a perfect flashback just came in. Patrick might have avoided his death there.
Thought he might like just avoid it in time. Maybe just felt the presence of Zello. You never quite know. Red Star, however, he's been an absolute menace on that side. And he's still looking for a little bit more. Not able to find it just yet. A little bit of sprays happening all over the map, and just map control mostly being contested. IM does get a tap away towards on Patrick, and AK is up, and the AK wins. Cement once again takes out the B play. Now Fate have to really prioritize what they want to keep track of. Unless they want to keep track of A of some kind, and that's a pretty good shot to open things up with. Leaving only Nikki and Numby. They're surrounded almost. They're already boxed in. It's a 5-on-2 to try and get yourself the third round. Now the bomb is down as well, and they have no kit available. And now Nikki's biting the dust, and now it's on to Numby. He's trapped in tunnels. I don't really see too much. Well, I mean, he has been performing decently enough, but getting out of this is a long shot, and well, that will cement his tomb.
Again, they just keep getting so many rounds. You're like, I don't even know how Fate can get away from this. Like very early on, I mentioned it was like what 2-3, 2-4-ish, something like that. I said that CT side needed to go for these rounds. Like they need to win. They need to get their economy established because that's a big part of this. Otherwise, it will snowball. And look what's happened. It's 9 rounds in a row here for the side of Nexus Gaming, and well, you're just gonna start to wonder how far can they get this. So far, we've seen 11-4 in both of our games, if I'm not mistaken, or both of our maps so far. Inferno 11-4 for the side of Fate. Second map was on 11-4 for the side of Nexus, and here we might see something that goes on and well transcends that and completely gives us like a new viewpoint on life as we know it.
Wow, it's very deep. I didn't quite expect it to go to those edges, but yeah, I'm down for it. Counter-Strike is a game that teaches us a lot of things, a lot of skills in life. Mostly just aiming, but whatever. Well, where things have been going, Nexus, they still have a lot of map control to some degree. They still at least have the deciding factor when it comes to tempo. Good shot from Patrick. We'll take down Zello. That's their biggest threat long range already dealt with, but don't underestimate the guys with the AKs, especially spraying through the smoke. Numby's playing a dangerous game there. Oh, that smoke Fade's going to be ready and roaring. Actually, Fade are making quite a lot of hassle here for the side of Nexus Gaming. Now at 2-1-5, although the firepower is definitely in favor, speaking individually, but still, you have to make your way across those hurdles. You need to find those 1-versus-1 duels, and you need to collect the bomb as well. That's probably the first step to securing a chance in this round. I am towards long, and well, Patrick on short does miss the shot first. Well, he won't get a second chance, however. Doing everything on just IM. Tapping away at long range is difficult, and it's a little bit of an awkward fight as well, and he's going to get rushed on through. Nikki running up through long, and well, he deals a lot of damage. 20 seconds left, and he does need to get the bomb before Nubby puts him out of his misery. And just like that, Fate, they will have their third, and finally, they break the streak.
Yeah, again, these seem to end it before things get, well, I guess, too out of hand, or relatively too out of hand, I say, as we've already seen a few of these types of scorelines in this matches already. But now it's just if Fate can get one round at a time. Oh, Zelda is dangerously close to connecting. Looking for this one, and through the smoke, Red Star seemed like it was dead on him, but I guess I have been mistaken. Now, into long 7, it's got to be there. Looking for makes the frag is already found one, but Red Star, now the AWP connects. The headshot comes in, and the T side. And let's see if they can find themselves a round of 10 here at the CT side again. Have it to defend that AWP. That's spotted.
Yeah, Patrick cannot go back towards that angle, especially not with that gap in that smoke. That was massive. And, well, Red Star, he's going to get decapitated in mid-air. That's a little bit of an honor, but still, it's a dangerous situation to be in. Hard. He is here with the AWP in hand, looking for the battles, but still, Zello is able to take all of those and able to connect every single bullet. As well, that is a devastating shutdown, considering what Fate did to get there first.
Yeah, I guess 10 rounds there for the side of Nexus now, and see, their economy is still down in the dumps. They've not got themselves a good chance here. Like, this is their final chance in the game, I dare say. Like, that T side obviously will be an uphill struggle for the side of, like, that second half will be a bit difficult to get things started on, I want to say, but with the way Nexus have been playing so far, I'm not really sure if that's even got to be a too big of a problem. I've got like a few rounds to play with. They can get to like give Fate probably like 7 rounds, like assuming they take the at least one of these rounds here for either one of these two teams. There's Patrick with one.
Okay, that's a weird play from Seminta. But nevertheless, we will move on towards the next, and actually, that's a lot of damage being dealt from limited amount of equipment for the side of Fate. They have invested everything that they could. They're just fighting with scraps and no utility really to speak of except like a single flashbang. It's a dangerous situation to be in, no matter really what you're trying to do. Well, at the moment that's Pika coming through, but still Zello still being that nuisance, still being that massive threat with the AWP in hand. Leaving only a couple players left on that CT side. Patrick, isolated, needs to hold everything on his own. He will have help from Numby, just pushing through the smoke. Now they're kind of trapped towards on short. They have to go towards an A, considering the amount of time that they still have left. Red Star still here with the AWP in hand, looking for the first entry duels. Not going to be able to connect the shot just yet. Still player on long, which he hasn't really dealt with just. He will be able to do it there. Timing is not in his favor, though. As actually Raga and Zello are able to pull it all off. Basically a 2-man army. Zello, man. When he's hitting shots like that, you don't feel safe, especially on Dust 2. With those long angles, and especially that double door.
Yeah, it's an AWP-heavy map, and well, it's a bit more quiet than I probably would have expected so far with this kind of a scoreline, but I mean, he's definitely doing his job, and look at this, two AWPs or auto snipers on the CT side, or T side. Looking for the cross, the CTs have managed to make their way unscathed. That's a huge surprise. But look at this, BTN allowed to go towards mid and executed very quickly. And Greg, you think we're looking at another 11-4 scoreline?
Could potentially be, but 7-8. Alright. That is 2 quick frags opening, and also Raga opening up towards the B bomb site, leaving only 2 players on Fate. And they are so far away. They have to rotate over quickly. Patrick is really wanting the rotation coming in from his teammate. Does find the first frag, making the retake at least a little bit more doable. One good nade on Raga could potentially swing things in their favor. They need to get there as quickly as possible, and he's not really looking too healthy himself. Hard needs to hurry up. He needs to really get things moving a little bit faster. They've got a lot of good damage, and although not enough as Nexus, they will take 12. And well, Fate, they're off to a worse start than they were on Mirage, which I didn't think really was possible.
Yeah, our 11-4 streak has been ruined here in the first or final map of this best 3, and well, Nexus Gaming, they definitely look like they will be able to take this one with that commanding of a lead, only needing 4 rounds to close things out, and headed to that CT side. The pistol is gonna change some of it, but like Fate, from now on, they have to play things perfectly. They cannot afford to lose basically a single round. If they do, their own economy on the line, and then from there on out, it's like Nexus. If they find 2 in a row, they're most likely going to just immediately shut them down. Like, the pistol, and like, I really struggle to believe right now. But we'll see.
Yeah. Desperate. Or at least it's a important round, this, because, well, it's really deciding who is going towards round number 2, who's already going down towards the loser's bracket. Really, that Fate and Nexus have been playing. It's really been a brawl. Zella looking to hold on to wards on short with Tooth and Claw, but won't be able to do it alone. Patrick will need to get a little bit more than that. He does only get a dink, but Nikki has been able to get completely uncontested towards on long. I am still delivers another frag. It's a dangerous situation. 2 on 3.
Yeah, the bomb goes down. CT side starting to make their way in, but now Fate, they need this round more than anything in this best of 3. That first map, scratch that. This is the one they definitely need here. This might just determine the entire outcome right here, right now, or the inevitable will be coming in as the retake has come in once again, and 13 Nexus pick that one up, defeating with I am on the kit, and 13 rounds for the side of Nexus Gaming. And Greb, that is not a round they can afford to lose.
Really isn't. No, that was supposed to be your main line of defense. To get that early economy rolling on in, and they don't get that. They get the bomb plant at least. So there is minor amounts of, compensation towards all of this, but still, bottom line is not exactly looking too fantastic. Buy isn't horrible.
No, it's, all things considered, a slightly, or a pretty alright buy. We'll see how much they can actually do with it. Obviously, everything favoring the side of Nexus Game, the momentum, the economy, and all of that. But those AKs and the Galils definitely have themselves the potential to tap a few heads. And I'm guessing they're going to count down as pop on the shore of the CT side. Currently staying slightly away from the A-bombs. I've got a single man defending. It looks like they might want to go for that quick flank from mid instead. I'm not too sure. It's only IM here. Has got a Molotov and a flashbang to try and delay that T-side, but look at them going in with contact play. There's that first man being spotted. The Molotov toss it down. The flashbang comes in, and the T-side gets close. And Grab, it is going to be that round surely here with the CT side. But look at the frags coming in.
It's going back and forth, and everyone does eventually hit the deck, and it's only onto Cement. Towards on short. That's an awkward angle to jump spot over, and well, he will be able to get that duel at least. He has a flashbang in possession, and he's trying to move on towards the bomb site. Red Star is here with the M4. Probably won't be expecting push coming from CT just yet. He's counting on his teammate Nicky, and he will be able to lock down that position. The follow-up round, the force buy-in, the AKs do the trick. And well, actually, look at this. Look at the scoreboard right now. Red Star.
Ooh.
He's
over the server
for
right
looking at the scoreboard the way it is, like the massive domination from the side of Nexus, that is not bad.
No, it's more spread out, the kills around the Nexus camp. It's still good to see that few players on the T side at least hitting shots, but it's just very little consolation compared to everything that is going on here. Nicky, I think he might be able to find the next one. There's Raga going down, and well, with that, this is going to be dominoes falling towards that A bomb site.
No. It was a bold attempt from Zello there. And you might as well push on throughout. You don't really have too much to work with. Actually, they kind of needed, I take it back, whatever I said, because they forced up into that round. They don't really have anything to go on anymore. So now, things are looking a little bit dire for the side of Nexus, but not life-threatening, just the fact that they have no money for the moment. That's really the biggest snake in the boot.
Yeah, it's the only problem. Obviously, I mentioned as well, they have a few chances at this. Like, they can afford to play off a few rounds. But now, Hard holding mid with a scout and, well, going for the collateral tag. There's one frag, and it's just a few round here for him. And his teammate who, well, close things out in, what, 2 seconds or so of the CT side flooded. Doesn't take that long.
About that, yeah. It didn't take long at all, but they're finally fighting a couple of rounds. They have been able to double the scoreline, I think, of their CT side. Looking to gain a little bit of momentum. Where things have been going. I mean, you might as well see it started now. They're not exactly on the brink of elimination just yet. Because last time they were in this position, Nexus already had 15 rounds. They didn't really have that extra buffer to work on. With the economy now in their favor, even if they lose a round, they'll still be right back up in towards it. With Patrick, okay. They're pushing up so aggressively. Look at Zello. Whoa. Maybe a little bit overzealous. I am. We'll get a trade straight on back, but other than that, things fall quiet yet again. Fate looking to exploit the long area. Next is looking to take a little bit of mid control, but it might just be a little bit too late. It'll be all up to IM. He'll be alone for the time being, but he has hit some incredible shots throughout all of this. Well, he won't be able to pull any triggers at the moment, but BTN will be able to get a little bit of extra. Switch out to the M4 with lower ammo, and he will immediately regret his decision.
Yeah, this T-side have done well to get themselves towards that bomb site, and a round like this would be very big to complain about. What a shot coming out there. Semin gonna try and do whatever he can to deny this round, but Newbie standing comes alive, finds one, but look at this horn with the scout. This could be big if he finds one of these ones. Even if he finds a tag, that could be it, but the boost! There's the frag, a team kill. No, this could be exactly what they do not want. The scout only finding a frag, and there's the frag! No way, that's how it no way. No way, that's actually how it goes down.
I mean, last time it was Red Star who did the team killing, but now
the double nade.
now we're back on equal grounds, I guess. Halfway, almost close enough.
Oh god,
that is unfortunate. Nexus, they're gonna have to be going for at least a half fight, and you have to be guessing if I'm talking about the team. We're talking directly to you. Oh, look at the push now coming inside of Nexus as well. Raga, not slowing down at all, but it's not going in their favor. It's just cements, and well, I am also got taken out towards on long. There's one player, CT side, that still has something to say. That is Yellow, because he's over towards on long doors. The timing may not favor him just yet, but if cards show his true fortune, might be able to get a little bit going, but long range with the P50. Okay, let's get something out of it.
Nicky's struggling there, apparently. Not what he's looking for, but either way, the round again, it will be decided. It's going to be another one for the side of Fate here. 8-13, and at that point, it's going to be only 5-round difference. And I mean, I raised my hat to the guy who said Fate is going to come back if they actually do. That's going to be one hell of a feat here, especially after they lost that pistol. It was a 13-3 here. Like,
Fate, they have to work for their credit. I mean, Jello, he's only really staying out here to deny the last kill from happening. But
Oh,
tapping on away. Harn will be able to get another kill to his tally. And he's now up to double digits. Good job, Lottie. Good going. Slow burner, but he burns, he sparks.
yeah, good stuff by them. And now we head over to that next round again. 5 rounds in a row for the side of Fate. Looking for their 6th as Nexus Gaming again have those weapons out. And look to do a bit more damage here. See if they can finally put a stop to the side of Fate with the comeback already here. Obviously, better sooner than later. Now, Raga. That op shot, a very quick one. And with that, it's a man advantage found. You can see that T side, they were looking to go towards that B-bomb site. Had 4 players ready there. One in the middle looking to catch those rotations if necessary. Now the rotations are coming in. It's going to be Harn right here waiting with his ult scoped in. As... Oh, Raga! The smoke removes Red Star out of the equation here into this round in a 5-on-3 here. Moving back to our regularly scheduled action with Nexus finding frags one after another in a 2-on-5 coming in here. Well, now looking for the frags. I am 1 and a Nikki responding, but needs 3 more here. And, well, this is one hell of a feat if you can manage to pull it off.
Yeah, it's a flashbang to work with and really nothing else. You can pick up a Molotov, but other than that, the shop remains closed. And well, if Nexus is able to get this one, it does mean that they're completely out of money just yet. And a good shot from Raga. We haven't even seen him take up the op before this round when he's now top fragging for his squad. And well, what a way to do it. 3k. That's a little bit desperate or a little bit scary now for side of Fate because you just worked that hard to get this close and it looks like it's slipping away.
Yeah, now with the Nexus finding 14, I mentioned as well earlier that basically Fate have to play perfectly. They lost that pistol round, and I mean, they lost that privilege. And now it is against 14, and that is just no. No one's going to be happy about this one, and least of all the T side of Fate. And now into mid, will be sending to waiting while Raga again towards that B-bomb, so 20 kills to his name, and now the T side start to enter.
Oh my lord.
Oh.
That was a quick response, but still. Definitely an impact kill. Harn over towards on middle in the smoke with the op. It's a dangerous situation. Cemente also gets a little bit of extra action towards him as well. On towards Red Star and needs to get the ace to deny map point. The serious point where they won't be able to. As Zello puts the bullet in him. Fate, they still have a chance on this. They need to get 7 rounds in a row. Where Nexus only needs to get 1, and the economy, it is quite shallow for Nexus. So if they lose this one, potential for a hard reset. Yeah. What a work has to come into this.
They've got the chance to do so. Here we go, move into this one, and what could be the final round of the entire game here will start off. And I got nearly finding out. This time he's towards that A site. I think he might have changed depending on spawn. I'm guessing that's what he's doing on that A site, but looking at this Harn. Holding for the Zion with frag number 1. Hard with one and Nico with the second. They trade over that T side and, well, find themselves in the advantage CT side. They've got BTN rotating in and needs to hold this better than anyone has ever done in his life. And Hard with that one and Fate. They look like they want to stay alive here for a bit longer. 9 on the cards.
Zello. He's playing a dangerous game with the op in hand. They might just be tempted to just try and save it. As, they're looking for another opportunity to fight. It's not a favorable engagement. You don't want to be going in towards this unprepared and risking to give Fate just a little bit more room to work with. Especially if you give them the potential of a second op, that might be quite dangerous. Even though it's on the T side of Dust too. So we'll get it a little bit, and he will be able to get the first frag. Economic damage is quite massive because it will deny utility, but the op does get robbed away. Cement. He's now in task to try and retrieve it. Numbi. We'll be able to get it, snatch it away immediately, not only onto Cement. He's getting wrapped on in by Numbi, but able to keep his cool. The op is irretrievable. That is actually a massive play, considering the economy of Nexus.
Yeah, now 59 is still 6 more rounds in a row for the side of Fate. They already had 5, as you can say there on the T side, need to one-up themselves and, well, go against the odds of everyone leaving otherwise with Nexus Gaming now only needing 1 round to close things out. They've got 6 chances to do so, and not too far off the mid-smoke. The double door is always a possibility of a man going down. They've got to be careful about it. CTs, they've only got a single real weapon in this one. That M4 could go huge, as you can see. LB7 towards that B side, a flashbang into tunnels. And looking for the frag, but it's Red Star again. The man who's on top of the B side scoreboard, finding one. Looking for that next one. He scored him as well. The M4 removed.
Still playing carefully though, because they know they're up against a half buyer, an eco buyer, up against irregular pistols who play in an irregular way. So they're taking their caution, and also big ups to Red Star for just cleaning up the crime scene after him. Again, I'm not going to be expecting that push coming in at all, but still going to be able to convert that trade. And if he gets 1 or even 2 frags throughout all of this, he's trying to push through the smoke, not going to be able to. As the B-bomb site has gone into smithereens, leaving only BTN with an AK alive. Well, he has been fairly quiet through all of this, swinging on through. Mid door is not going to be able to get anything. Red Star with a 4K at the end of it.
He's just on top of the world right now, on top of the server, 24 frags to his name. And he has really risen here from the ashes as the hero for that T side. Bringing them back into this near single-handedly. Obviously, it's still a team game. Cannot do it all alone. And, well, Patrick as well. He was a bit quiet at the very start. I think it was like 2 and 9 at some point in terms of stats. So good to see him go there. And now, the boost spotted Zello. Oh, come on, look at this. Oh, the bomb as well.
Boy.
At least now.
Massive opening frag. That's a... might throw a little bit of a spanner in the works of fate. Still looking to go at least try and lure out a B play. Now this mid presence from Nexus is going to be quite dangerous. There's 2 players already here. There's a smoke deployed to try and cover everything. It will be quite effective.
T-side now will be making their way into short, getting that map controls. Well, in a 4 and 5, this will not be easy by any means of the word. You can see Patrick is the only man there with a smoke. I think you've got a second one on.
Perfect. They cannot risk to give anything away, because if they mess this push up and they're all going in through short, it's the one chance that Nexus have to really shut all of this down. And, well, they're running straight in towards on A, already pushing through with fire, with smokes, with everything they have, flashbangs and everything. Raga will immediately get deleted. That's the best opportunity that Fate now have at resetting everything, as Nikki will also get a frag on towards on button. Now, with a 3-on-4 post-pop situation, I'm not even sure if Nexus want to try and go for this one, because they have no kits, they have barely any utility, and, well, they'll just bow out. They will happily yield an 11th round to the side of Fate, as they're actually crawling their way back in quite a dangerous way.
Yeah, you see them again going for that save. Like in the first half, I didn't mention the CT side economy. You need to get it established, so you do see teams just go for the save call quite often. It's just not. It's not just because of the B1 side. And here you can see it's the A side instead, and the CT is having no money in the bank. So these weapons will be saved. Will give them a slight chance in the next round.
Considering how you saw them play in Inferno, do you think they can pull back 4 rounds in a row by now?
I don't know. I really don't know. I want to believe it. So far, I've been a bit pessimistic about this, but they're only 4 rounds away, so yeah, it's definitely a possibility. However, I'm going to need to see that, or this and the next round to see that transpire and how it actually does end up going. Let's see, Tizo.
It's a little bit of
a fumble.
Butterfingers, he let it go a little bit too early.
Yeah, something like that. No. Zello, actually, he's been a bit... I don't know, he's been a bit whelming, I guess. Not underwhelming. He's still delivering on the OPA. This time he's just immediately been removed from the action there.
He hasn't really gotten too many impact frags. I can see where you're coming from. Well, Raga only having a deagle, and one's playing a dangerous game as everyone's spamming through smokes and gaps they might be able to find. I am able to get one return. The bomb has been dropped near Xbox. They need to start fighting for it. And well, considering all the positions that are now in order and now in a little bit
it's
of
the
a
bomb dropped in the open.
no, it actually is wide open as well. They need to be real careful about this. Nicky will be able to make a little bit of room for them. He might just be their savior, considering everything that's going on. That's on to 7. He needs to get 3 now, running out of ammo, trying to run away, not going to be able to. Through the smoke, he gets sprayed down. That's Nexus. Well, they yield another round of towards on Fate, and they are getting closer and closer to marching towards overtime.
Yeah, getting closer and closer to it. Still Red Star at the top. Going a bit quiet in the last few rounds, but still his teammates have stepped up in his stead. And the CTs again. We can see the double up once again coming out, but they really like to go for it right now. As Raga and Zello meant to don those weapons, and apparently Numi with a wallbang there, taking down Raga. And well, that is a big frag, I will not lie to you. As the CT side immediately puts down a man. Long control. I would have assumed they want to go for it at the back of that frag, but I guess not just yet. You can see the T side, they're just hanging around that B tunnels area. They hope that could have pulled a rotate. You can see Semin still around that mid area and Zello holding deep into tunnels. This is big, but he starts to move away now, starts to guess, and the T side, they are setting up utility. They are about to head towards that B bombs, and it will be an absolute brawl with 2 players defending it. And 4 about to enter.
Flashbang coming all the way through, and already Zello's getting the first one, but his teammate is able to get absolutely nothing. And with the fact that there's already the op over towards on long, I am not going to be wanting to go for it either. So Fate, they get 13. It is as dangerous as it possibly can be. Nicky, oh no. I think they might actually decide if that could have gone to overtime or not, because that is a bunch of utility, bunch of everything. They can't get anything anymore. Considering the amount of rounds they have left and the amount of money in their bank account, those 2 frags were huge. They are not able to get anything more. Or they don't have any more, like, backup rounds. I mean, fair enough, they won Mirage on an eco, but I don't really see it happening here.
Yeah, looking at something here. CT side, you can see them now down to pistols, and without the comeback, is more than likely to go even head towards overtime. We had it in Inferno, haven't had it since, and well, what a feat it would be to come back from a 13-3 scoreline and into overtime. There's 2 frags already coming in for that T side, and Zello will find 1, and the second, what is that shot? And a third, Zello, what are you doing? What the hell is that? He's got the bomb as well, the CT side. They might just steal it away right here and right now. And that is just out of nowhere.
2 on 3. Limited amount of good luck, Harn, with going in towards that position with just an op, and things are falling apart once again. Might be another eco that drags Nexus across the finishing line. The HP on all these players is so incredibly low. The P50 could be enough to finish them all off if he knew it. But the knowing part, that's the most crucial. He doesn't have a lot of time to work with, or at least he has a lot of options to other objectives. He can go from wherever you want, but every single angle is being checked right now. And Zello, well, he's already posted, already looking for this final one. He might be able to get it. Might be the end of the game, as Raga was also joining in on the fun. Now they're all swarming in throughout the staircase. So we get the first one, not the second at all. And Raga, he will confirm the series for Nexus Gaming. And well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a little bit of a crazy game, to say the least, as well. We'll